So, good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're back again. Transfer window is open in a month today. Make sure you are smacking a like on the video if you haven't already. And road to 50k is looking pretty damn decent right now. We're less than 500 away. It's gone up mad amounts since the weekend. So thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed already. 49.5. We're over 49.5. And the transfer window is open, like I said, on the 1st of January. And we've got some major surgery to do because this team that we've got is pretty dead right now, isn't it? And the manager's dead. Some of the players are dead. And it's not going great, is it? We've got a North London derby coming up on Sunday. Before that, we've got Europa League, which, let's be real, has been the highlight of the season so far. We've looked all right in the Europa League. But we have obviously got a squad of players that is too big. Mesut Ozil couldn't get in the squad. Socrates couldn't get in the squad. We've got players that are in the last 6 months of their contract, like Mustafi. We've got Kolasinac, who nearly left in the summer window. And I've seen a lot of people saying that this is the window we get rid of the dead wood. Oh dear, we never learn. We never learn. This is not the window we're getting rid of any dead wood. Let's be honest right now, because it is notoriously the hardest window of the two to actually do any kind of transfer business. And let's be real, this isn't Football Manager. This isn't Football Manager. So I don't know why people think we're suddenly going to get rid of all of the deadwood and go and sign some players. We need to sell before we can buy. And that is pretty obvious. Like I said, we have got a squad of players that is too big already. So we can't go and add anyone to that until we get players off the books. Now, is Skodran Mustafi going to sit there and go, yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I've got 6 months left. Yeah, I'll leave. Yeah, I'll leave. Yeah, I'll leave. I'll go. He's probably not, is he? He's probably going to sit there and say, well, actually, I've got 6 months left. So I might as well sit on this contract for the next 6 months. And then I'll go and get a signing on fee that goes in my bank balance and onto my bank balance and onto my agent's bank balance. And it'll work out more lucrative for him and his family to do it that way. So do I see Skodran Mustafi leaving? Probably not. Say Kolasinac potentially. He was linked to Leverkusen, very close to getting it done. But again, he didn't agree personal terms because he's a greedy bastard. And he wanted that big paycheck at Arsenal, which is kind of how we've been going for the last decade. It is paycheck FC, isn't it? Everyone at the club is eating good. Apart from the fans, everyone at the club's eating Gucci, baby. And we're eating scraps. It's mental. We've obviously got the French Benteke up front, who doesn't look like he's interested at all. Are we going to get rid of him? He's got 18 months left on his contract. We could get money for him. That's obviously something that we should be exploring because let's be real, he isn't great. He don't look like he wants to be here. And it seems like he couldn't care less every time he strolls out on the pitch. We've obviously got other players in the squad. Hector Bellerin, we're going to get rid of him. We're going to get rid of Mustafi. Are we going to get rid of Xhaka? I'm not too sure. I've seen us linked to a couple of players already. If you haven't checked out the transfer video, I dropped at 7:30 this morning. Go and check that out. That is something I'm going to be doing every morning, all the way through December and January. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. 10:30 every day will be the Premier League transfer update, where we can sit and watch all the other clubs buy players and get jealous. Because we're not buying anybody. What do we do with the manager as well? Because let's be honest here, if we lose this game against Tottenham, then I think a lot more people are going to turn on the manager. So when we're coming into this January transfer window, we might not even have a manager. Because let's be honest, our run of fixtures is looking kind of grim. You know, the only game that pops out and you could go, oh, potentially we could get points there is the Burnley game. Because the way Southampton play, can't see anything in that. Tottenham, can't see anything in that at the moment. Everton, again, their midfielder stroll through us. And especially without Thomas Partey in it, we're looking kind of threadbare and kind of light, aren't we? So I'll just look at it and I think that it's going to be a hard transfer window. It's going to be a hard window to get players out. And Bertrand in the chat, big up to you, buddy. He says, terminate their contracts. Do you know what? That's something I was going to come on to. Mesut Ozil's got 6 months left. Just pay him the money. Just say, thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for all the assist stats. The quickest to 50. Well done, mate. Well done. Just pay him the £6 million or 8 million or 9 million, whatever it is. That would be probably the best bit of business we could do in January, is pay him off. Maybe we could pay Mustafi off. That would leave still no spaces in the squad. We need to get rid of 3 players. That's what we need to do, because we've got 2 players too many already. If we want to go and get a player that's going to be a squad player, we need to get rid of another player. Or that means that when we register our squad again in January, we've got 3 players that are not going to make the squad if we go and sign 1. So I don't think people have really looked into this properly, because we can't just go out there and go, right, we want Sloboslai, we want Isco, we want whoever else, Ericsson, there's loads of players we're linked to. We can't just go, yo, we're going to get that player right now, unless we get rid of some, because we've already got the squad that's too big. And this is what I find fascinating about Arsenal Football Club, is the fact that we've got ourselves into a position where the players now hold all of the cards, because we've been here, done this, won the T-shirt a million times over, and we're doing it again. We're in a position now where we're even more shafted than we were when the likes of Alexis and Ozil were holding us to ransom, when Ramsey was playing games and saying, oh, that's up to my agents. Yeah, keep writing at Juve, mate. You know, I just look at it now and I think we've got players that are not ballers that can hold us by the bollocks and say, yo, I ain't leaving. The show goes on. Mustafi's one of them. Mustafi was linked to Barcelona. You're dead right, my friend. Would Mustafi pass up the opportunity to go to Barcelona with 6 months left on this deal, and Barcelona might not come in for him in the summer because they could go and get something else? So good point. Maybe he would take Barcelona, which gets one of them out of the club. But then we're still 1 player too many. And then if we go and buy somebody or loan somebody, we're 2 players too many. So we need to actually get rid of 3 players to bring 1 in. And I don't think people have realised that. You know, it's all well and good sitting there and saying, yeah, let's go and do the shopping in January. Number one, it's a hard window to do business, to get top quality, as Wenger said, top quality. Number 2, it's hard to get rid of players in January. And number 3, it's even harder to get rid of players in January when they've only got 6 months left. Because like I said, they can go and get a signing on fee. So we're snookered here. We are big time snookered. And unless we get rid of 3 players, we ain't bringing no one in. And I'm going to link us to everyone. Well, I'm not going to link us. I'm just going to give you what's in the media and you can make your own minds up. But we're going to be linked to everyone. We are literally going to be linked to so many players. And every day I'm going to do a transfer video. I'm going to say, yo, we're linked to this player. We're linked to that player. Do I think it'll happen? Do I think this? Do I think that? Or this player's linked with a move. The one thing I'll say about that Barcelona and Mustafi story is if there is any weight behind that, if I was Skodran Mustafi, I'd jump at the chance right now, because you ain't going to get game time at Arsenal very often. You will at Barcelona, because they have only got 3 defenders and one of them's out injured. So you might get some games at Barcelona, mate. And let's be honest, you've got more chance of winning something there than you have here. Are they going to ever come back in for you again? Probably not. So, yeah, if I was him, I'd definitely go. Big up, just saying real talk. Hate the fact I can't watch this properly at work. Mate, say you're going to the toilet. Just tell your boss you're going to the toilet. Get David Alaba on a pre-contract agreement. Well, that would be nice, but I think he'll end up at Chelsea, if I'm honest. And why would he come to the Banter Club? But again, like I'm saying, we're linked to a lot of players, and we do need some players. I think we've got a squad. And I did this, and big up Claude and Diesel and them on Claude and the Bansters. I read out a 16, 17-man squad that we could make out of the players we've got now. Yeah, that is actually decent. In fact, I'm going to read it to you. I know some of you have probably seen this and heard this on Claude's channel. The ones that haven't, I'll go again. So, yeah, I would be more excited. I would say be excited. I would be more excited watching Leno, Maitland-Niles, Saliba, Gabriel and Tierney, Thomas Partey, then these 3, any one of these 3, I'll keep all 3 of these for now. El Neni, Willock and Ceballos. You could put any of them 3 next to Partey. I know Partey's injured, I get it. Smith Rowe or Saka, I'll keep both, but they could potentially play at number 10. If you play Smith Rowe, you could put Saka left anyway. Martinelli's coming back, so we could put him left. Right-hand side, Pepe or Reece, keep both for now. And then up front, Aubameyang and Balogun are your options. Yeah, and if you don't want to put Balogun there, you could potentially play Pepe as a striker. I would be much happier and much more relaxed and chilled out watching that 16 players and then Bellerin, Xhaka and the rest of them clowns sat on the bench, because then I could see a direction that this club's going in. I could see, yo, man's putting the kids in, yeah? Man's going to give Balogun a chance. Man's going to drop Bellerin and put Maitland-Niles at right back. Why did we sign Cedric? Like, I don't get it. Not only that, I'd bring Guendouzi back off loan. Yeah, I'd bring Guendouzi back off loan. People who sit there and laugh, go, oh, he's shit. But it's better than watching Granit Xhaka. I'd rather watch a 20-year-old run around making the odd mistake here and there and not tracking back than watch Granit Xhaka do it every single game 6 times. Yeah, I'd much rather watch Reece Nelson, who I don't particularly rate, than watch Willian. I would much rather see Smith Rowe in midfield than Dani Ceballos. I'd keep Ceballos for now. Don't get it twisted. But I'd much rather see Smith Rowe there. I'd much rather see Balogun rather than Eddie. Yeah, I would get excited. The team we had last season, the 2 shining lights of that team, other than Aubameyang and Leno, were the youngsters, Martinelli and Saka. I want to see that again. And if Arteta went, yo, I'm going with the kids, yeah, and pick that 16, 17 with Guendouzi, I'd actually sit there and go, yeah, I could get behind that, because I can see that you're trying to do something different. But he ain't trying to do that. You could also say Runnison as well. Big up my guy in the chat. He said Runnison as well. Well, listen, Runnison has kept 2 clean sheets in 2 games so far, albeit Europa League. But yeah, see, I didn't forget Reece. Look, I didn't forget Reece. Come on, man. But no, I would be more excited watching Saka, Smith Rowe, Willock, Maitland-Niles, Reece, Saliba, you know, rather than watching the same clowns that have stitched up Wenger, stitched up Emery, stitched up Freddie for the short time he was here, and are now stitching up, well, they're not stitching him up. And in fact, they didn't stitch up any of them. The managers picked them. They didn't actually stitch anyone up. We all knew they were shit. The managers kept picking them. And this is the thing. Hector Bellerin could have gone PSG. We desperately need a right back that's actually decent. Cedric Suarez has looked all right at times, but is he the answer? Probably not. Is Maitland-Niles the answer at right back? Probably not. Yeah, I like Maitland-Niles. I think he's a good player. He ain't the answer going forward into next season. So why don't we go and sign a right back? Why don't we get rid of some of these players? Pay off Ozil. Tell Kolasinac, listen, bruv, you're gone. Laka, you're gone. Just take whatever it is, 20 million for Lacazette. Just get him out. You save 100 grand a week. 100 grand a week's 5 million a year. All of a sudden, over a 3-year period, that's 15 million quid. Add that to the 20 million pounds you're getting as a transfer fee. All of a sudden, you've got 35 million pounds to go and spend on a player, haven't you? If you're going to spread it over 3 years, for example. But there we go. What do I know? The boy Lamptey. Yes. Lamptey for me, buddy, all day long. I rate him a lot. Youth is the way. And go with the youth. Exactly. You go with the youth. And this is the one thing I always rate Wenger for. He did throw the kids in. Yeah, he did throw them in. We've seen League Cup games where our kids were spanking teams in the League Cups. You know, he did play them in the league games. Sometimes too much. Same with Emery. Emery played these players too much. He overplayed Guendouzi to the point where he got a chip on his shoulder. But at the end of the day, I would much rather watch them kids run around playing football and maybe one of them will break through and become the superstar, like a Martinelli or a Saka. You know, how do we know that Smith Rowe can't be that guy? How do we know that Saliba's not that guy? Instead, we're watching Mustafi, Luiz, Bellerin, Xhaka, Eddie, Laka. Eddie's had his chance. See you later. Sell him. Sell him. We could get 10, 15 million quid, bin him. You know, and that goes towards getting something in that's decent. But like I said, this January transfer window, if people are sitting there expecting a mass clear out of deadwood and big players coming in, you're going to be very disappointed, because we didn't do that in the summer when it was, oh, it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. Oh, you can't expect us. It's not right to be doing that. Yeah. Well, now suddenly 6 months later, people think it is right. Not even 6 months, 4 months, 5 months. Now it is suddenly right, even though we're still in a pandemic. Yeah. Confused much? Confused.com. It's mad. And like I said, we need to get rid of 3 players to bring 1 player in. Do you rate Eric Ten Hag? Lee, He is an elite manager. I'm an elite manager. Put me in charge. Ten Hag is very good, actually, and one I would definitely take at Arsenal. Thank you for that NBA gaming. I do rate him. I think he's good. There's a lot of good managers. Man says Max Aarons. Exactly, Max Aarons. He could do a job. Lamptey's the one, though. That is the one for me. Yeah, and it'll probably cost more than Max Aarons, but pay the money. The boy's quality. Defensively, I don't think he's as good as Aarons. But if we want to play with this this system where we want our fullbacks to get up there, Lamptey's the guy. Yeah, Lamptey is the guy. If we want to go with a defensive one where we sit back and we're defending, Max Aarons is probably your guy because Max Aarons can defend better. Put them together, you've got Trent. It's mad. It is actually mad. But we won 2 trophies, exactly. But we won 2 trophies. It's mad. It is actually mad. Smash the likes up. 600 people watching on YouTube alone. Over 600 in total on all platforms. Big up everybody on Periscope. I actually get more views on Periscope than I expected, if I'm honest. So big up everyone on Facebook and Twitch as well. Yeah, my Periscope, I thought, you know what? Let me start streaming to Periscope, which is something I've never done. And the views on it are lit. So yeah, 3.5K on the watch along at the weekend. Excuse me, 3.5K on the watch along at the weekend on Periscope, which is very nice. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And same with Facebook. I think I had about 4K on Facebook over the weekend on the watch along. So yeah, man, 20 people watching on Periscope. Well, that ain't bad, is it? Not bad, not bad. Lamptey don't muck about. Exactly. That is the kind of player I want at Arsenal. That is an exciting youngster that would get us off our seats and go, yo, we got a baller here, you know. And let's be real. Let's be real. Other than Eddie Nketiah, Chelsea don't tend to produce dog shit footballers out of their academy. And even Eddie at youth level was slapping it for Chelsea and Arsenal. Yes, he'll score goals, and he's probably I was going to say a mid-table Premier League player, but we're kind of lower than mid-table. Maybe he's a championship player after all. I don't know. Man said buy them both. Yeah, you could buy them both, but Arsenal ain't got no ambition, unfortunately, mate. And it's a bit of a weird one when I look at it, because I think that when people say our squad's dead, yeah, I sit here and moan and cry and bitch about the squad, yeah, and it is dead in comparison to Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Spurs. But again, I've just read out 16 players plus Guendouzi that I think if you put another 3, 4, 5 players of quality in there, all of a sudden you've got a bit of youth, you've got a bit of experience, you've got the banger with Aubameyang, you've got a baller in Thomas Partey, you've got Gabriel. All of a sudden, you put a few little kids around them, Martinelli, Saka, Lamptey, you put Pepe or Reece, whatever you want to do. All of a sudden, you've got a bit of flair, you've got a bit of excitement. You know, what's exciting about watching Arsenal right now, watching Hector Bellerin just do nothing every game? More than a footballer is his podcast. No, you should change the title, mate. Everything but a footballer. Yeah, because he couldn't care less. And people say to me all the time, oh, you're only having a go at him because when he was on AFTV, he was slagging it off at Oxford Uni. No, I'm having a go at him because he's shit. When he's good, I'll say he's good. Yeah, and I do that in my player ratings. Yeah, my player ratings are based on what I'm doing with my eyes. Watching the games and saying, yo, you actually played all right today. Yeah, I don't rate Leno. Leno was 10 out of 10 the other week against Leeds. Absolutely brilliant. Without him in goal on it that day, and if he'd had an off day, that would have been a cricket score. You know, so when players play well, I'll always praise them. When players are consistently shit, I'm saying they're consistently shit, and I don't dress it up on this channel. I ain't going to sit here with my skinny latte going, oh, yes, actually, yes. Well, I don't think he had the greatest of games, but you need to back the players because their confidence will be low unless you back them. Well, they're not watching the fucking channel, are they? Let's be real. And if they are, well, up your game. The easiest way to shut me up is start winning football matches. Pretty simple, isn't it? You're profiting off negativity. Well, you profit off a loss. We'll start winning matches then. It's pretty fucking simple, isn't it? Ain't my problem Arsenal ain't winning football matches. Ain't my issue, is it? Yeah, I'm just an upset Arsenal fan seeing my team go through the gutter again and again and again with the same dross, with the managers that keep picking the same dross. Maitland-Niles was doing great until Bellerin came back. Now he barely gets a game. and Bellerin plays crap every week. And according to this manager, it was non-negotiable. Yeah, I pick players based on what they do in training. Well, in training, he must be giving it all some of that then, mate. Yeah, same with Willian. He must have Edu's pants around his ankles. It's the only explanation, because these players have done fuck all this season. Them two in particular. Yeah, them two in particular. Granit Xhaka, oh, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. He shouldn't be here. He told us all to fuck off. Yeah, he should fuck off. He should fuck off. Sick of them. Yeah, but these managers keep picking them. What do these managers see in Granit Xhaka? He can't dribble. He can't turn. He can't tackle. Oh, but he's got 90% pass accuracy in the opponent's half. And Granit Xhaka is Albanian for dog shit footballer. Facts. We only deal in facts about the club. And facts don't care about your feelings. Big up the latest member of the channel, Lior291. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. I do need to start doing some member streams. I've been so busy. I do apologise. But I will get some going at some point. And you can feel free to jump on them as well and come on camera. They won't be aired publicly. They'll be backstage and stuff like that. But I do need to get on that. I need to check my schedule because it is mad. This is the third. Well, I've already done 2 videos today that I dropped this morning. And obviously we're doing this and I've got 2 more live streams to come up. Ah, dear. Work. Lee Rihanna. Lee Rihanna. Let's get some more of your comments. Now, big up Rahul. Lee, how about we get a good fitness coach? How do we get players injured every year? Very good question, my friend. And big up to you. And thank you for your kind donation. Somebody made a good point on Claw's stream earlier. What is this set piece coach that we got off of Brentford doing? Because we can't cross the ball past the first man. Like, again, fitness. I said this, I think it was yesterday, that Leeds United just seem to be so much fitter than any other team in the league. How is it that a championship team that have just been promoted can come into the Premier League and have higher fitness levels than most of the teams in the Premier League? When you see a cup game and you see a championship team against a Premier League team, normally for 70 minutes, they're level. Yeah, level in fitness and blah, blah, blah. The last 20 minutes, the Premier League team kicks on 9 times out of 10. But Leeds, Jesus Christ, whoever's doing their fitness, well done to them. Well done to them. Yeah, unbelievable. And big up Rahul. Thank you for your donation, buddy. But Laka and Abba's bromance, yeah, that's kind of been killed off as well, isn't it? Lee, you actually do praise players you like or hate. Exactly. Dislike, sorry, or hate. I do. And this is the thing. There's no BS here, bruv. Yeah, I say it as it is. If he's played well, he's played well. If he's shit, he's shit. It's as simple as that. But that doesn't get you a job in the media circles. Well, good. I'm not trying to get a job at Sky Sports or TalkSport or BT Sport or beIN Sport. I'm just Lee Gunner with a YouTube channel that's a passionate Arsenal fan. I want my club to be the best in the world. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Rat Army, Arteta in the bin. Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like he is going to get potted at some point, mate, because people can cling on for dear life and say he ain't getting sacked this season. Cool. Would you rather us go down to the Championship then? Because let's be honest, and this ain't a fuck about, if we don't beat Tottenham, then we play Burnley. Well, are we going to beat them? Who knows? Are we going to beat Southampton? Who knows? Everton? Who knows? Chelsea? Who knows? Brighton? Who knows? We don't know what we're going to get served up every week. So by January the 1st, when the transfer window officially opens, and a month from now, we could be sitting there on New Year's Day going, yo, Arteta's just been sacked and we're 18th. Or we could be saying, yo, he's actually doing all right now. He's turned it around. He's got some big results and Tottenham could be the stepping stone. Does anyone have faith in us beating Tottenham? Probably not, do they? Maybe Ty. Big up Ty. But yeah, I don't see it right now. I genuinely don't see it. And like the sad thing about it is that Jose took the job at about the same time as Arteta. David Moyes took the job 9 days after Arteta. Ancelotti got the job the same day as Arteta. So when people want to use this COVID excuse about, oh, they didn't have a pre-season. Well, neither did them 3 managers. Are they all above us? with worse squads, apparently. Everyone keeps saying they've got worse squads. They're irrelevant. Yeah. Carlo's washed up. Jose's washed up. David Moyes is shit. How are they all above us? How are they beating all the big teams? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. It's just excuse. And it's lowering the expectations of our club every single day. Our manager is lowering the expectations by giving it about process. Why don't we do the Leicester process? Get the players, bosh, job done. Big up Kieran United. You guys need a striker. Who would you look at? We do need a striker, potentially. But then saying that, Martinelli's coming back. Pepe can play up front. Aubameyang, we know, can play up front. That's where he prefers. I'd get rid of Laka and buy a midfielder. That's what I'd do. Get rid of Laka and Eddie and buy a midfielder. Then your attacking options for striker are Aubameyang, Martinelli, Balogun. Yeah, you can put Pepe there. If Saka's out injured, then yeah, put Martinelli left. But I think that's what I'd do. I'd go for a midfielder more than a striker, if I'm honest. Imagine Lee on Sky Sports. Bro, they can't afford me. Yeah, genuinely can't afford me. They can't afford me. Unless they put me on £5 million a year, ain't worth my headache of flying to England every fucking week to go on Sky Sports, is it? So yeah, if they want to come with that big paycheck, because apparently I'm only interested in money. Keep crying. Keep crying. And I am going to wrap this stream up in a couple of minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, because it is a beautiful, scorching, hot, sunny day today. We don't do winter in southern Spain. And I've got my shorts on. I've got my skinny little legs and my arms out. I'm going to take a little walk down to the supermarket and bask in the ambience of the 21-degree heat today. And yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good. I will be back at 6 o'clock with another live stream, of course. Haaland is the one, bruv. That's the dream. And if we had any ambition, we would go and do that, wouldn't we? But unfortunately, we ain't got no ambition. And why would he come here? Let's be real. Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. Why would he come here? I don't think he'd ever come near us. Big up to you, my guy. You can't see me too. Well, I can now. Ha ha. Pablo Fornells, James Rodriguez, Lo Celso, maybe 3 playmakers who actually move their arse. Exactly. This is the thing. You know, we've got players that ain't. Play Martinelli up front. He's a baller. Exactly, Connor. To be fairly, with Mourinho, Poch already laid the foundations for him to succeed with players like Kane, Sissoko, Son, Dyer, plus Levy backed him. Well, you say that. Well, he is a proven winner as well. You say that. Poch got sacked in 14th, which is where we are. So, yeah, it was about this time as well. It was a year ago last week that Poch got sacked. So, and as for being backed in the window, bro, they spent less than us. But he plugged every gap. He's got a tune out of Ndombele. I'm fearing that at the weekend, mate. I am fearing that. Hecky B, yeah, the day he leaves will be a great day. Put Maitland-Niles in midfield. Well, listen, I don't think he's got the passing accuracy or range to play in midfield. But listen, it's an option, isn't it? Why not give him a go? It can't be any worse than watching Granit Xhaka. Fucking hell, fuck my life. Lee Gunner in. What, in the bin or in as manager? A lot of people would like to put me in a coffin, mate. You've got to love the internet. It's a place that gets everybody caught up in their feelings, and including me when Arsenal are playing, which is mad because I'm actually kind of a chilled person off of watching Arsenal. When Arsenal are not playing, and when I'm sitting having a conversation on a podcast with somebody, I'm actually very chilled, as you guys know. When Arsenal are playing and losing, I get the fucking ump. And yeah, that's what it is. Outside of YouTube, I'm actually very relaxed and chilled, unless I'm trying to do something like changing address details on boohoo.com, which fucking wound me up to the point I had to DM Boohoo. But big up the person who helped me out because I've changed the address details. We should get Ollie Watkins, bruv. We should get Ollie Watkins. We should get Ollie Watkins. Chick still owes me 50 quid, by the way. Although Eddie Nketiah might come out the woodwork and start banging goals in and overtake him. But Ollie Watkins is everything Lacazette should be. But he ain't. He isn't, and it's kind of sad. What can you do? Farsenal, exactly. Right, I'm going to do 3 more comments. Make sure you hammer the likes up. Make sure as well, you can check out the merch on the website. You just can't get any discount on it, unfortunately, because the Black Friday deals ended. But yes, the merch on the website, because that triggers people that I sell merch. Who'd walk around in Lee Gunner merch? Quite a fucking lot of people, my friend. And also, today is the last day. Let me move that off of there. Last day for you to get yourself involved in a signed and framed VIEIRA t-shirt giveaway. The winner will be announced tomorrow evening. You have to download Flick. And listen, I want to say something about Flick while there's 700 people watching. They've updated their interface on the app. And a lot of the traction on the polls and stuff like that have gone down because a lot of people can't find them. If you go onto it, I'll do a little walkthrough later on it. On the next stream, I'll record it and then show the screen and that so you can see it. But the polls are in one place now. The games for predictions is in one place. They're not all just in one line anymore where they used to be. They're all in their own little separate homes. But there is a giveaway for a sign and frame VIEIRA t-shirt. You've got until tonight at midnight to get involved. Download the app, go to the giveaway, put 2 emotes in the chat. The emotes are placed in the right-hand side of the chat. Put 2 in there, not 1, not 3, not 10. Put 2 in there and you're qualified. Well done to everyone who has put 2 in there. And 1 lucky person will be picked at random by the powers that be about midnight tonight, and that'll be announced tomorrow when I get the updates on it. So thank you very much to everybody who has took part in that. Big up my guy Niraj. This window, I'm happy if we got rid of the deadwood first. Bellerin, Colin, Mustafi, Xhaka, and get some hard-working lower league rat army players in. Exactly. Come on. Come on. Kolasinek's got to go, bro. Bellerin's got to go. Mustafi's got to go. Xhaka, boy, oh boy, oh boy. One of the worst midfielders I've ever seen at this football club. How is there still no talk of Arteta being sacked from the media or the club? Extremely worrying. Bruv, can I just say something right now? It is a subconscious, I wouldn't say racist, but it's subconscious undertones of prejudice from the media. Because this guy speaks well, he can speak English very well, he puts himself across very well, he's a likable character, he speaks good of the club, he wants to elevate us up to being great. He gets a free pass by our media and our fans, a lot of our fans. Because Unai Emery couldn't speak a word of English, for me, it was a prejudice. That it was, oh, look at him, he's a laughing stock, isn't he? Hey, he can't speak English. Yeah. Undertones of that all day long, mate. All day long. You've got people sat in the media that were on Emery's case at this time last season. Yeah. Emery conceded less goals and scored more goals at this stage of the season last season, lost less games. Yeah. And everyone wanted him gone. And people go, oh, but it's because of the back end of the last season. What, where he finished 5th? Yeah. Where he finished 5th. Yeah. And still got to tune out of these players that he's scored more, conceded less, and lost less with players that couldn't understand the word he was saying. Subconscious undertones of prejudice in the media, mate, 100%. Keen player manager, sort the circus out. Big up Robbie. Thank you for your donation, buddy. And listen, Roy Keane will kick the fuck out of these players. Yeah. Chris 007, yes. He also cries wolf as well, mate. Mate, don't even get me started on YouTube notifications. About 10,000 of you have gotten turned on. They reckon they send every single one of you a notification. And then it tells me what percentage and how many people I've viewed off of getting the notifications. I was having this conversation with Terry and with Rants the other night. 10,000 people, 100% got notifications for a video. Only 198 people hit that notification for the views on that particular video. I was just like, 10,000 people and only 198 have said, yeah, I'll watch that. What a load of bollocks. They make it up as they go along. A bit like Arsenal. A bit like the arse. Big up Nippon, Tammy Abraham, Lacazette. Bruv, it's true. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Big up yourselves. But listen, I am going to get myself out of here. I will be back again at 6 o'clock. So make sure you come and check that out. Like I said, it is really nice out here today. So I'm going to go and get myself some shopping, some food shopping. and take a little stroll around in the sunshine. We're going on the prowl. The Wrapped Army is going on the prowl. So thanks very much to everyone who is watching live. Make sure you hit a like on the video. Make sure you, if you're not watching live and you're on playback, stick a like on it. Subscribe if you're new. We're well over 49.5. We are on 49,522. So if you haven't subscribed, do it right now. And I'm out of here. Laters, Pete.